Ladies and gentlemen, Dropkixx Wrestling takes you back now to April, Ilfordmania, for a cruiserweight match. About to enter the ring, the Tiger Kid, and with me at my side, the fabulous Lucas Jackson.
And here we are, the Tiger Kid coming into the ring at the moment. He's going to face off against hashtag future champ Mark Hendry in this cruiserweight contest from Ilford. Tiger Kid, ever popular with fans here, it seems.
Should mention there, those t-shirts, you can buy them at Dropkixx events. They're hand painted, and you can get them at our merchandise store.
They do sell quite well, I believe.
They're doing very well, actually, our best-selling range.
But here comes someone I think he means serious business. I have faced him myself, and I have to say it was quite a challenge. But here he is, Mark Hendry, who you've got to believe is going to be on the top of the list of the cruiserweights in Dropkixx at the moment.
He is a very focused young man. He's been calling himself the future champ. He certainly means it.
The thing is, he says it with such conviction, which is quite hard to do. And he is very, very talented. Obviously, he has wrestled for Dropkixx previously. He made a return to the ring last year, at Ilford in fact, against Leighton Bagden. We're going through the induction now.
Following the cruiserweight contest, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first to my left, he hails from Mexico City, Mexico. I give to you the Tiger. And his opponent from Barking in Essex. I give to you Mark Hendry.
He's having a go at the crowd.
Not unusual. Not quite keen on their reaction to him.
I don't think that will derail Hendry here.
I think he's well used to it. It's certainly never bothered him before.
Just complete disrespect there. Just kicking away the hands. I mean, many competitors at the start of the match will offer their hand, it's kind of mutual respect, not just for the sport, but the competitor as well. And that kick just showed that he didn't care about this. He's got his eyes focused on the cruiserweight chance we've got to believe one day in his future.
And you've got to really learn to have respect for your competitors when you're coming to them. Otherwise, you are likely to underestimate them.
Of course, and that was a nice takedown there from the lockout.
Almost sending the Tiger Kid out of the ring.
Nice into a wrist lock there on the Tiger Kid. I mean, I have said this before, the wrist lock is one of the most dangerous manoeuvres in the wrestling industry.
It does a lot of damage to your elbow, it does a lot of damage to your shoulders, and you're just sitting there for a time. It will start to tell.
The only advantage it has, there are a lot of ways out of it. As you just saw there, the nice roll through, taking the leg, now switching the hold. But I'm sure that Hendry's not going to be back in that wrist lock anytime soon.
Tiger Kid, he's using that agility there, using his legs a lot.
Taking that foot to go over the ropes there, but
it wouldn't be the first time.
It would not be the first time. He's trying to get Hendry back into the ring. And it is just early moments at the moment, so Hendry just needs to feel them out, try to get that control back, which I'm sure he'll do very shortly, because he's a great competitor.
This is it, this is the wearing down phase, which is very important, especially in these lightweight matches, where if you can slow your opponent down, that gives you the advantage.
Well, especially when you're in there against the Tiger Kid, who is notorious for his flying. You just saw that massive slap there.
You'd be surprised just how painful those can be. Oh,
that was a big slap. It was a very powerful slap there.
That was echoing around the hall.
Come on, Tiger.
What a head sound.
And comes up with the headlock already on.
But you see Hendry there, the experienced competitor, grabbing hold of the ropes.
Knew exactly where
and
he was.
Again to the outside. He knows the rules of the ring. And he knows how to utilise them. He knew where he was in that position.
And he was straight out, not allowing Tiger Kid to get any advantage there.
Referee for this one, of course, Mad Dog in Richmond.
Veteran of world of sport.
Yeah, making a very fair count there, to be honest. Some referees do like to get the competitors in the ring a bit quicker. As Hendry takes the Tiger Kid down once again, into an arm roll once again.
Nice reversal there. Putting the pressure on.
Hendry rolls back and rolls through into a nice hammerlock there. See, look, he grabs the head straight away. Does not waste any time. This is the move that he wanted. And this is the move that he's getting into a headlock takedown. But again, a nice counter by the Tiger Kid.
The Tiger Kid not leaving himself at the mercy of that for a second.
And he returned the favour though with that slap, I think. That slap to the chest.
I think Hendry had that one coming.
I believe so. It's an eye for an eye in this sport, I'd say.
Putting the pressure on there with the legs. A lot of wrestlers will just sit back and let this one take its toll on its own. Tiger Kid not waiting for that.
This time Hendry with a different reversal. Getting that knee in between. I mean, that knee, it's pressed right on the shin bone.
Oh, Tiger Kid's head connecting there with the mat.
Second time there.
Right again, but
nice hammerlock roll there.
his head must still be ringing from those blows to the mat there.
You see though, again though, Hendry got to the ropes. He positioned himself now, half in the ring out, half outside the ring. He knows that the Tiger cannot get to him in this position. Not without risking disqualification, which of course I don't think the Tiger would want. Because the Tiger as well, he is one of our top ranked cruiserweights here in Dropkixx wrestling.
He certainly wouldn't be happy winning by disqualification.
Oh, he'd lose disqualification if that was the case. He was to attack Hendry while I was on the ropes. But back into the headlock there. I mean, headlock here being perfectly applied there by Hendry. And, you know, he's just not allowing the Tiger any space, any room. He's trying, he just get out of it eventually. Takes him down. Then he got a top wrist lock there now. Earlier on we did see the traditional wrist lock, but now that's a top wrist lock.
Putting the pressure on there with that bridge. A nice variation on that move. Just adds that extra weight.
The strength of Hendry there. Nice reversal there, getting the leg. I mean, he was avoiding that German suplex, I would have thought.
But found the leg, made the most of it. Tiger Kid knows where to look for those weak points.
It all comes down to the fast thinking, I would have thought, and the fast reflex he has to catch.
Right, so.
And a drop kick.
Hendry bailing to the outside.
I don't quite think that drop kick caught all of him, but it was enough to get Hendry to the outside again. But again, you know, the Tiger Kid cannot win decisively with a count out here. So
No.
It does not favour him. We need to get Hendry back into the ring. Tiger Kid now just mocking his opponent. Hendry seems to be very wary now at this stage. I think, you know, you do get a bit concerned, a bit upset when your opponent just keeps... I do believe that was a public warning there from Mark Hendry, as he has been milking this reaction.
It was indeed, and he had it coming. Mad Dog, very much the old school of wrestling, very much the old school of refereeing. He won't take any messing about at all.
And what a blow to the back of the head. That was just downright nasty. Now Hendry using those ropes again to his advantage. Look how he's putting all his body weight onto the head and the neck area that he's just attacked. And he's been working on, obviously, of course, with that headlock.
But starting to take a big risk here doing things like this. If he gets another public warning.
Well, he'll be on the brink to get a disqualification, I would have thought. But,
Quite so.
you know, now obviously he knows he's got kind of the Tiger Kid where he wants him. He's definitely a bit groggy there. He's not moving about as fast as he was before.
You can see he's certainly slowing down.
Beautiful takedown. Back into the arm roller. I think that's just out of instinct more than anything. And I thought, it's Hendry now trying to grab that mask. And again, he's got to be very careful, don't want to risk disqualification, but he does get him round into the head scissors.
Oh, big elbow straight to the chest.
He head stands out of that, but still, I don't think he's quite all there on his feet.
No, he's still got the strength, he's still got the moves, but it's much more an instinct now. You can see he's very groggy. He's taking a lot of blows to the head. Oh,
beautiful,
and that,
beautiful move. I mean, that is a fireman's carry like no other I've ever seen.
Beautifully put on, beautifully landed. And when you can do moves like that, do you need to resort to stuff like this? I mean, you can.
I believe Hendry thinks that he does, but the thing with Hendry is that if he sees something, he would get it. He's an opportunist wrestler, you see. And, you know, that can sometimes be a good thing. Let's see that is tonight. Massive clothesline there. Notice how he's covering after each of these moves. It's quite important because you never know what you're going to get out of it.
But he's really not putting the effort in. I mean, you say he's covering, but if he'd have really put the effort in on a couple of these, he might have had it by now.
I mean, some of them are a bit nonchalant, but after taking a close on like that, or this beautiful suit that good bridge,
that's
going into the cover again.
Bridges round into the cover.
Because every time he's doing this, he's making his opponent have to kick out. And when you're this tired, and this fatigued, and you've had this much of the match already, going through it, that takes a lot of effort to kick out each one of those times. Beautiful cross body there.
Coming in that.
The referee was a bit slow there to get to the count. I mean, if that cost Thai Kid as he's been brutally attacked to the outside. It might be the RSPCA for that one.
Back to his feet now. Hendry going after him. Tiger Kid into the ring trying to get the advantage. Not finding it. Beautiful takedown from Hendry. Holding him down seriously now.
But again, you can see the fatigue now starting to set in on the Tiger Kid. And he's lifted up by Hendry. The thing with Hendry one's got to remember is that he is a cruiserweight wrestler. He's not particularly a big guy, but he is very, very, very strong. And this is something which can come into his advantage. Quick schoolboy there.
They're getting cocky, not paying attention. This is his weakness.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, you saw there, he was almost caught there with that schoolboy. I mean, that's disrespectful cover. But still, he was forcing this arm up of the Tiger Kid, which...
It's forcing the arm up, but if he'd have gone in there, he might have actually got the victory.
Perhaps so. And double duck, did another duck. I believe there.
I think he caught him with his knees.
I believe so too.
He's still got strength, but if that went into his gut,
I think the Tiger Kid might have seen that coming and maybe blocked it a little bit. Because, the knee, it ended up in a very weird position, but it did get some of it.
Oh, what was that?
That was just a beautiful manoeuvre.
Going into a suplex and then flipping it over.
I believe he calls that the mark out, I believe. But it hasn't got a 3 count, which is quite odd. I think now the Tiger Kid is just running on momentum. He's just kicking out of instinct, perhaps.
That's all he's got left at the moment.
Let's see, perfect manoeuvre here. Going back.
But if he can keep going, keep his strength for a little while, get his breath back.
What a shot.
Hendry not keen to let him get his breath back.
I think that's it. I think he's done.
He looks like he's down. Oh, he's going. What happened there? He went for that head scissors, but that went badly wrong.
I believe that he couldn't support himself up there. His head wasn't in it, and that's it.
His head went straight down into the mat. It looks like he's out cold.
That's it. I believe that blows the back of the head. That came before that manoeuvre. That knocked him senseless. He went for the head. He went for the Hurricanrana. And out of instinct, just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
couldn't do it.
His head went straight into the ground. I think he knocked himself out a bit there.
But the winner of this match is Mark Hendry.
Well, he's moving now.
Even Hendry looking confused, but I think this is the victory he can take and have it set the fact that obviously we are going to head into Southend. We are heading into Brentford. And the cruiserweight title is obviously one of the big talking points there.
Quite so. And it's going to be high risk manoeuvres, and this is why they call them high risk.
Indeed.
Anyway, as you mentioned, Lucas, Mark Hendry heading for Southend and his shot at the cruiserweight title. You've able to see that here on YouTube, the channel official Dropkixx Tube. No doubt with commentary from myself, the mysterious disembodied voice of wrestling, and the fabulous Lucas Jackson. If you want to see Dropkixx live, check out www.dropkixx.com for upcoming shows.